What factors determined the big success achieved by Eurocopter in 2011?
First is our growth. More than 12% growth in turnover, which definitely is a major achievement, and not so many companies in this world and in Europe have achieved this. Second, it's surely the acquisition of Vector Aerospace. A huge acquisition for us, improving our services footprint, improving our footprint in Canada, the United States and the United Kingdom. Third, it's about the success in selling. We have sold more than 100 helicopters more than in 2010. So it's a growth in turnover, a growth in order intake, and a significant enlargement of the group. Now, this is more about the segments than the local markets, which means we need to have dedicated segment strategies for oil and gas, for public services like police, like emergency medical services, and then we need to adapt those to the regional requirements, which means in Asia, for example, you need to have the climatic conditions there under control, which are completely different than in the Americas. But this is more an adaptation of basic segment strategies which we have, which are sold globally.
X4 is the latest project for Eurocopter. It will surely trigger the interest of many markets, of many buyers. What can you tell us about the innovations and the technologies that you are using for this model?
Now X4, the target in this development is to reduce the fuel consumption of helicopters by 30%, to reduce the noise. The helicopter needs to be more acceptable to the environment, to the population on the ground, to reduce the noise by 30% as well. And in particular, we have a complete different way of avionics, which means of the helicopter way to fly, of the piloting of the helicopter, of the cockpit installed, where in the future the pilot will do more flight management, I would say, than really controlling the flight. This is mainly to improve safety. Therefore, much more will be in the computer systems of the helicopter and much less will be in the real action of the pilot. So a very different approach of flying helicopters in the future.
Finally, how do you regard the Italian market?
The Italian market is a difficult one for us because there's obviously a local player named Bertlin, but it's a market in which we are since years very successful. Lots of helicopters flying from Eurocopter for commercial purposes, for emergency medical services and so on. And it's still, despite of the economic crisis, it's a dynamic market which delivers lots of potential. It's mainly a market which is Bertlin and Eurocopter dominated. We have a good position there. We will never be as strong as the local player, but that's in the nature of the game.